The Cougs took on Oregon State this afternoon in Pullman. Both teams standing united in their feelings of conference realignment. But on the field tonight, it was all business. Both teams with a lot to prove in tonight's game. And the Cougs took care of business at home. Thanks for joining us here on a special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. Right away, we'll go straight to our sports director, Julian Minensone, who's live in Pullman. And Julian, the Cougs offense starting to click here tonight. A major win over a top 25 team. What went right out there for the Cougs?
Well, Jordan, good evening. Yeah, the Cougs offense, it was unbelievable. Their best performance of the season thus far. Quarterback Cameron Ward had 404 total yards through the air. That's huge against an Oregon State team that likes to score the ball. You got to match that. He had 4 touchdowns in this game, did Ward. 3 of them going to wide receiver Josh Kelly, who is one of the newer wide receivers on this team, transferred from Fresno State into this year. And they were just electric on offense. Now, defensively, it was a little bit of a struggle. It wasn't perfect, but they withstood every single Oregon State punch. Up to a 21-3 deficit, or outscored at the fourth quarter 21-3. Oregon State knocked them back, but the Cougs didn't fall and ultimately come out with a victory here in this one today. A huge win, especially now that Washington State is going to go into a bye week, get a lot of rest, and then gear up for another tough matchup on the road against UCLA. But you have to think that the Cougars now are going to climb in that top 25. They're number 21 heading into this game, and probably higher now when the polls come out next week. Jordan?
Julian, there's no easy wins here in the Pac-12, especially this year. What does this game mean for the big picture?
Well, Jordan, in the world of conference realignment, where it seems that college football has lost all its charm, I mean, look no further than Pullman, Washington. This is the second time that the Cougars have sold out a game here. Second time they've been on the national stage. Second time they've played against the top 25 team, and the second time they've beat them, and Cougs fans stormed the field after a victory. You know, WSU and OSU are two teams that are kind of in the same boat, looking for a life raft, a new conference home, and the future remains uncertain for both schools. But to have some sort of innocence, some sort of life left in college football, in a college football world that's controlled by the almighty dollar, at least here in Pullman, Washington, the innocence of the sport remains true. You think about everything leading into this game, how both schools had both athletic directors, they had both presidents come on a Zoom to talk about the state of everything in the Pac-12, and they don't really have a ton of answers. So for Washington State and Oregon State to come out here today, put up a close game, a high-scoring game on a national stage, it looms huge for both programs moving forward, no matter who won or lost this game today. A huge game and a huge statement for the Cougars moving forward, Jordan.
Absolutely, Julian. Thanks so much for checking in with us. We'll check back with you guys later on in the show tonight. Certainly a statement win for the Cougs here tonight at home against Oregon State.